Yeah, when Max first approached me about discussing the possibility of changing courses, I was very pleased on the one hand. So he said he wanted to do something around business, and I said, well, if you can do business, IT and technology is where it needs to be. As the course progressed, he found the business course wasn't as exciting as the IT side. So when he came to me and said he'd like to change courses, and he'd found this new course that they were starting at UTS on technology and innovation, it really appealed both to him and to me.
What the BTI course does very well is it actually challenges you to self-reflect and look back on not only the course that you've chosen to do, but the work that you've done outside of the course. And during my internship at the moment, it's something that I do on a constant basis, and I think everyone in startups and businesses alike think that it's just all about work. Whereas where I see the most value out of my own ability is actually just asking myself questions about not only my work life, not only my personal life, but the future of work and how it's going to be formulated. And just challenging myself to understand what skills I need in the 21st century that I may not have today. And I think the biggest thing that will come out of that in my own career is that I'm already ahead of the game. I think people and business alike are going to have to continuously learn what this technology can do over the next 5 years, whereas I think the course, giving me the opportunity to explore the technology in any way I saw feasible, was actually going to impact me greatly as I continue in my own personal career, because I've already built that foundation in which to learn on top of. Currently, I work in a blockchain startup. It's quite an interesting one actually, because the company has actually been around for 4 years. Being in that business and understanding how we can create that change is definitely something that I think I've nurtured the mindset from the BTI course, just to understand the different ways of learning constantly and being agile within a startup. And then being able to evolve from that and formulate new skills that I didn't have in the past has actually been something that has had a great impact in my career where I work at the moment. And I think that has gone in hand with that emotional intelligence piece and understanding that if you constantly try and work on becoming your best self, there's only great that's going to come out of that, is by challenging what you know right now and seeing how you can develop that in the future.
There was a big difference in the way that Max engaged both after he came home from the start of his course compared to where he was when he was doing the other course. So I work in a technology and innovation background as well. So for me to listen to what Max was learning was a pleasure to listen to, because the future of work, as we all know, is changing, and so universities have to move with the times, as do businesses. And what Max was telling me about what he was doing during the course was he was interacting through the course with business. He's got some terrific learnings. He's only 22. And had I been as smart as him and as able as him, I would have gone significantly further than I have done up until this point. Having said that, I think that he's also learned a humbleness, which I think he needed to as well, which was part of the learning that he's had at the growth that he's had at the university. And from that, Max has developed even more so with the technology focus to move him into this blockchain area, an area that he wouldn't have discovered, I don't think, as easily as he had he done a different course. And from that, he's now got a career path, which, after being in university for a relatively short period of time, I think is tremendous.